Here we go, more pickups. So yeah, we've been hitting the old buy one get one free. We've got a fair few to go through. Mostly 360 and PS3 stuff because that's the stuff that's on offer. There is an OG title though that we did get from CX, a few CX bits as well. Before we get to that, apologies. Yes, some apologies to go through. So YouTube's changed quite a bit on, especially on the editing side. On my last video, I think it was, or the one before that, I had a lot of people message me saying they couldn't comment on the videos because it had got some kid blocker on it and what have you. I don't know. The whole thing where you set your video up had changed, so I didn't really know what was going on and put it up, and yeah, it got some kiddie-proof thing on, so people couldn't comment on it. That should all be fixed now. My channel should be fully marked, not for kids, just to make it easy. I did try not to swear too much on my videos because I did know that there were a few kids watching. Friends of mine and stuff, their kids sometimes watched. But yeah, so it's now marked not for kids, so that should all be sorted. Should be easily be able to comment on the videos and that kind of stuff. However, because all the YouTube gumph had changed, I was looking through some of the stuff. It's very rare I use the laptop for my YouTube, other than obviously uploading videos. I very rarely go on it to actually check my YouTube. Everything is done through my iPod, which is why when sometimes people comment on my videos, the comment obviously comes straight through to my pod wherever I am, and I can reply to that straight away. And I like to reply to everybody. Every comment that goes on my videos, I make an effort to reply back in some manner, regardless of what the comment is. I always like to say something back and let them know that I've seen the comment. However, whilst browsing through some of the things on the laptop, come across a section which is like comments that I've not replied to. I thought, well, that's interesting. Can't be many. Clicks on that. There's fucking hundreds of the damn things. Like, going back from when I first started my channel, like my very first videos, all the way up to my last video, there's comments that just haven't come through to me, that I haven't received, and just haven't noticed. And it's from a wide range of people, like everybody, I guess, who watches my channel. Regular commenters, people have obviously commented only maybe one time. Just, yeah, loads of stuff on all my videos, like anything that I make, my board game videos, obviously, whatever you. And so my friends on my first videos, when I first started my channel was just for my friends and stuff. They'd commented on, and I've just not seen these comments. They've just not come through. So yeah, there's hundreds and hundreds of comments. So if I've never replied to any of your comments, that's the reason why. So massive apology. I have gone back and replied to a few of them, that, especially the newer ones. But some of it, there's just too many to go through and do it. Comments. Some of the comments now are irrelevant. So we've either met the person now and spoke about whatever issue or whatever. So yeah, I won't be going back on all of them now, but from now on, I will probably be checking that and making sure that I can see the comments, really. What was the other thing? Yeah, a lot of comments as well were hidden, or I had to approve because it was marked as spam. And quite a few of them were, mostly people asking to check out their channels or check links and that kind of stuff. Then obviously it had been marked as spam and not gone through on the video. Again, some of the spam comments were genuine comments, so I sorted them out, allowed them on the video, and whatever you got back to them. It's just been a bit of a mess. So hopefully that's all sorted, and I do better to keep an eye on that. Like I said, don't really use my laptop other than quickly uploading the video, putting my title and tags and all that kind of stuff on them, and that's all I really use it for. But I'll try and use it a bit more now, I think, and get that sorted. There will be some more changes you'll see to the channel. It's about time I updated that intro, or the channel intro thing. I don't know what it's called, the channel trailer, because that's a really old one now. It desperately needs updating, so I'll be doing a new trailer soon for the channel. That'll be going up. My banner, my profile picture will probably be changing as well. Just having a bit of a overall of the channel and just bringing it a bit more up to date and just having a bit of a change, I think. While we're talking about changes, the numbers on my name will be going. Yes, it will no longer have the 82 on the end of Glory Hunter. It will now just be Glory Hunter. The 82 will be gone. Quite a few people have said this to me, meeting up at events and stuff, and a lot of people forget the numbers or whatever. The only reason I had the numbers was because the channel was straight from my gamer tag. So that is my gamer tag on Xbox and PlayStation, and I just wanted it all the same. So I just kept the numbers there because that's what that was. And obviously I had to have the numbers on their gamer tag because it wouldn't let me just have GloryHunter because it was taken. So yeah, I'll be taking the numbers off for the channel, just to make it easier for people to find and search and all that kind of stuff. Numbers are generally a problem, apparently, on YouTube for people to find your channel and that kind of stuff. So we'll get rid of them and just have it a bit more streamlined, as it were. And we'll see how that goes. Just easier. Everyone just calls you GloryHunter anyway. No one says, hey, it's GloryHunter82. Like, they were just there because it's when I first set the channel up and I didn't really know where the channel was going, if it was even going to be a thing. Like I say, it was mostly for family and friends when I first set it up. But now, found this amazing community. Yeah, I don't know. We'll just overhaul the channel and make a bit more of an effort on that end, I think. Got a really bad itch on my neck. So yeah, that's that coming. I'm sure I had another apology and I forgot it, unless it was the oh, the comments. I think that's the thing I'm thinking of. Yeah, that you couldn't comment on my videos. Hopefully now it should all be sorted. So apologies again if I've never replied to one of your comments. But that's the reason why I just didn't get it or didn't see it. But yeah, I'll be checking that quite regularly now, because sometimes a comment will come through on my pod, but then when I go to check it, it's not on my video. Like, YouTube's massively messed up. So I don't know. We'll be sorting that out. Anyway, rambling on. Shall we look at some games? That's what most of you, pretty much all of you, come for. I'm not known for my talking and waffling. It's just something I don't do. We'll just show you some games. We'll have a bit of a chat, hopefully, about some of these games. And yeah, you can see what bargains we've got. And we've got some massive bargains here. So we'll do the two CX ones we got first. Me and the missus had a couple of days at a spa resort. And while we're down there, we went down a place called Tring. It's near Hemel Hempstead. So as we were leaving, we dropped off or stopped by the local kind of shopping centre, which we had been to once before. Can't remember if it was last year or the year before. And had a look around the stores. Now, I did find one game in a charity shop, which went straight into the CX, which was there. I could trade it straight. I've got a picture just to show you. It was the Amazing Spider-Man on the 360. It was £2. So I think it traded in for about £6. And it was quite interesting because when I was looking, they got a fair few games actually. Most of them were quite decent, but I think they were all about £2. So there wasn't much trade in a lot of them. So it's just like the first Call of Duties and what else were there? Some of the Batman games, that kind of stuff. So some decent Uncharted, some decent titles, but not enough for trading when you're paying £2 a game. But anyway, I was looking at them all. Picked out the Spider-Man one straight away because I knew that would be worth something. But there was a sign up saying all DVDs and whatever, I think, were like 10p or so many for how much. And but it didn't say games on there. And the games obviously individually priced £2. I thought, well, they're going to be £2, no problem with that. Takes the Spider-Man one to the counter. And the woman looks at me and she's just kind of staring. I'm thinking, have I done something wrong? Like, I've got my £2 in my hand ready to pay. Says, oh, just bear with me a minute. I'll just check if these are in the 10p deal. And I'm like, okay, fair enough. So she wanders off. I'm thinking, oh, please be in the 10p deal because I'll just go buy the rest of the games. I'll have everything just for the cases. She speaks to the woman. The woman's like, no, the games aren't in it. They're marked up. Like, fair enough. I'm willing to pay £2 anyway. So anyway, gets the Spider-Man for £2. Like I say, traded it straight in for, I think it was £6 or £8. at the CX, which is across the road. Didn't find anything else in any of the other charity shops, but then we looked in there, like the Cash Con and all that kind of stuff. They had a few bits, quite a lot of PS1 games in the Cash Con, but nothing I really wanted. So we went into the CX. We will get there eventually. Traded that in and did pick up only 2 titles. One Xbox and one 360 title, which is what we're going to be calling them from now on. Xbox, 360 and 1. Bam. That's how we're doing it now. So, the Xbox title, we got one more for that full collection. We are still picking them up. I just don't like going online. I was speaking to 360 collector about this, comment on video. I prefer just to go out on the hunt. Just whatever I find, that's what I'm getting. So at events and stuff. I can easily just go on the internet now, eBay, whatever, and buy whatever I need to finish that set. I can have it done straight away, done. That's a bit boring. I don't want to do it that way. I like to look in and find the games. I know eventually I will probably have to with some of the last couple of titles I'll get to. But while I still need a fair few, we'll just see what we can pick up at events and shops. So I did find one in the CEX, and that was Outlaw Golf 2. Just £1, so not too bad. I think the first Outlaw Golf is on the system as well. I've got the Outlaw Volleyball. I think there's also an Outlaw Tennis off the top of my head, maybe. But it's Outlaw Golf 2. So yeah, it's obviously a golf game, but a bit more fun. So you've got some really quirky characters. And look, on the back here, they're driving some kind of vehicle on a track around the golf course with hoops and that to go through. That picture is just there. If it'll focus off my face, my gorgeous face. So yeah, it might be a bit of fun actually. So 8 full courses, including 18-hole miniature golf course. So that should be quite fun. New and old characters from the Outlaw series. Celebrity voice, comedian Dave Attell as the announcer. I honestly don't know who that is. So, increase your attributes and your skill tests. And kick your caddy's ass to boost your composure. Obviously, you could play it online back in the day. It is complete with the manual and the registration card. So that's pretty cool. So that is all full complete. Just £1. Absolute bargain. Obviously, I took that off the Spider-Man, which I've just traded in. So, yeah, still had a bit of credit as well. Because this other game I got for the 360 was just £1 as well. One I thought I had, but then recently going through my set, I had 2 copies of the second one. Now, I purposely had 2 copies of the second one. Because one's a standard edition and one's a steelbook. Plus, you can play it kind of co-op. So, I'll have a copy and play on mine. Obviously, the missus will have a copy and play on hers so we can play together. But because of that, I thought I had the first one, and I don't. I actually have the first one just digital. So, for £1, we did pick up the first Crackdown 360 exclusive game. Fantastic game. Absolutely love these games. They're just great fun. Even just going around the city collecting all the orbs to power your character up, to give you superhuman abilities like jumping really far and high and picking insane amounts of stuff up, cars, and throwing them. But yeah, great fun. I think I finished the first one. I'm about halfway through the second one, so I need to get back on that actually. I've not actually tried the third one yet. Even when it was on Game Pass, I didn't try it, I forgot. So yeah, something behind now. Pop them down there. So that was it from that CEX, using my credit. Still got a fair bit of credit left, so we'll go to some more CEX to see what else we can find for another video. Everything else now is from my local store that has the buy one get one free offer still on. And every time I go in, they say, "Oh, you know, come back for more. Get them while you can. We don't know when the deal's going to end." So every day I walk into work, I nip in and pick a couple of games up as a treat to myself walking in, and yeah, seeing what we can get. Now, I've got quite a few, like I say. There's still a few I've got my eye on that I want to look at getting. Hopefully the deal is still on. But these are what we've picked up this month. So yeah, let's take a look, shall we? We've got some right bargains here. So all the prices on this stuff was already pretty much a quid or two, or even more, under CX prices, plus buy one get one free. So yeah, insane savings. So the first two we got were actually really good price. These are some of the more expensive titles that we picked up. So two 360 games. They were £11.50 each. This first one usually goes for around the £15 mark, or I think it has come down a couple of quid now. This port is not supposed to be very good. I've heard quite bad things about it, actually. It's quite glitchy and the frame rate's quite off. But it is an HD collection that I wanted, because I absolutely love these games. So I will go through them. And it is the Silent Hill HD collection, which features Silent Hill 2 and Silent Hill 3. And it is the Silent Hill 2 in a Fears version as well. So hopefully it should have that the Maria campaign and all that kind of stuff on there as well. But yeah, survival horror at its best, and it really was. Silent Hill 2 is one of the best survival horror games ever made. It's the best in the series by far. Absolutely love that game. It has got its manual, a disc in there. Like I say, it was up for £11.50, and these were buy one get one free. So what's that each? That's £5.75. Absolute bargain. So we'll add that into the set, and I'll be going through that at some point. Love the Silent Hill games. And the one we got with it for free, or whatever, £5 each. Another quite expensive game. I think this is still going for around £12 to £15 at CX. I can't remember. But it's one of the Spider-Man games, and this is The Edge of Time. So we'll give this a go. It looks like a more kind of futuristic Spider-Man game. Has got a bloody number on the disc. It looks like one of the old Blockbuster rentals, to be fair. But yeah, I think some of the Spider-Man games are supposed to be pretty good. So I will we'll go through this. I have gone back to the Spider-Man on the PS4. Still struggling to enjoy it. I really am. I want to enjoy it so much, but just little things about it just are grating on me. I'm about at the 70% mark now in the story, and it's just still boring. I don't know. I am trying to enjoy it. I want to enjoy it. Some of the kind of, going off a tangent now, some of the submissions are better than the actual bloody story missions. Anyway, yeah, Spider-Man Edge of Time, that's what we've got, that's what we're talking about. So absolute bargain on that for like a £5 when it's like a £15 game. So I think it can even obviously trade it in for more, but that's going in the collection. All of these are for the collection. Everything now is for the collection. A couple of cheap titles. These were £2 each. So yeah, £1 each with a buy one get one free. Both for the 360 again. First one we have up is Warriors Orochi 3, which is the last Orochi game I needed. There was 3 on the 360. Oh, that is all 3 now. It's quite interesting. On the back, it does have Ryu Hayabusa and Ayami from the Dead or Alive series. So they're in there somewhere. Doesn't actually say anything about them on the back, but there is screenshots of them there at the top. So that's quite interesting. I do like the characters. Obviously complete with manual. Oh, was there an extra manual then? No, it's just a really thick manual. So yeah, completes that little subset, if you like, that little series. Don't know much more about it. I've not played them yet. It's a little bit like the, I suppose, Destiny Warriors and that kind of stuff. Destiny Dynasty Warriors. Now this other one I got, I was talking to the guy about, because even he said, oh, that looks a bit like the Zone of Enders on the PS2. And I was like, that's exactly what I thought when I picked it up. So I thought I'd give it a go. So on the 360, we have got Wartech Senko Ronde. Or Rond. But yeah, it does look a lot like Zone of Enders from the PS2. I actually have the HD collection on the 360 as well. It's complete with manual, although the manual just has some nasty stickers on it. Nasty game stickers. I got one off, but it has kind of faded a little bit. This one I'm struggling to get off. It's proper stuck on. But I don't come across this game much at all. In fact, this is probably the only copy I've ever seen of it. Yeah, I did put it on, have a little look at it. Very, very Japanesey. But yeah, it just seemed pretty cool. And yeah, like I say, a lot kind of similar to that Zone of Enders, flying mechs and stuff in the air battling. So we'll give it a proper go at some point and see how we get on with it. Now the next two we've got, these were £3 each, so £1.50 each. I've got a 360 game and a PS3 game. We'll do the PS3 game first. I picked this up just for the case, because I already have the game multiple times on the 360 and the PS3. It is another Batman Arkham City Steelbook, and this time we have the Penguin. So this is for the PS3 set. So I now have three on the PS3 and 3 on the 360. The only one on the 360 I need is the Two-Face, and now the last one I need on the PS3 is the Catwoman. So one of each. I have them all, but on obviously split across different systems. Just need one more now on each one, and this comes complete with manual and the codes actually still worked. So I did get the there was some skins, some Batman skins, and the Catwoman DLC, which is actually pretty good and has extra trophies, so quite happy to get that. Just quite enjoyed it. So I have the full game now as well. So one more steelbook for that. Nice and cheap as well. I think they're usually around a £5, so for £1.50, absolute bargain. And then just found this for £3. I found another game similar to it. I'm trying to think what it was. I think it was like an air assault game. But then I seen this one. I was like, if I'm going to play a flight-ish sim, this is going to be more my thing. So we've got Apache air assault, and if you're flying, you want to be flying an Apache. Hell yeah! So all the rockets, machine guns, and stuff, good stuff that comes with the Apache. Destruction and devastation from above, absolutely. Says it's co-op as well. So that's quite interesting. I don't know if that's just online or, and you can use a flight stick, even though you could get a flight stick for the 360. Is that too? No, that's just I think manual as well. So yeah, complete with a manual. Yeah, I'm not really into my flight sims, but flying around in an Apache helicopter might pull me into them a bit more. That could be quite a bit of fun, so we'll give that a go. Then, two more 360 titles. In fact, I bought all 4 of these together because these were £3 as well. So I knew there weren't going to be any issues, so I got all 4 of these for £6. That was right. So the other 2 360 games we got, a game that my missus played on the one and actually quite enjoyed. So seeing it for 360, may as well pick it up. She could play this as well. It is Payday 2. I know they've just announced, or a little while back announced, the 3rd one. That has its, if you can call it, manual. It is literally one sheet of paper with the controls on it. Obviously towards the end of the manual life. And I know everybody shouts out when they see them. So Eddie, it's a 505 game. Yeah, Eddie completed his 505 PS2 collection. So congrats on that, mate. I've got quite a few 5 games now on the 360 actually. But yeah, when I was watching her play, it seems alright. First person shooter, you doing bank heists and that kind of stuff. So I'll give it a proper go now on the 360. And one that I know nothing about the TV show, never watched it, but the game might be right for a quick blaster and a bit of hopefully some easy gamer score. It is Prison Break: The Conspiracy. Never watched the show, not really interested in watching the show. But immersive stealth action gameplay, do like my stealth games, featuring the original cast of the TV show, interact with and influence the story of... Oh, that'll be my half-an-hour timer. Didn't realise that was half an hour already. Still got quite a few to go through. Anyway, as we were saying, interact and influence the story of Season 1. I'm guessing that's Season 1 of the TV show. Again, know nothing about it. 1 to 2 players, so it's actually co-op. Yeah, maybe the missus could probably go through that as well. It's complete. It is in a nasty case. Really cheap, nasty case. I don't know if this is a proper Xbox case or not. It's a really murky kind of clear green case. The front of it as well is quite nasty, so I'll probably swap that out and put it in a proper case. yeah, it feels cheap. I don't know if it's supposed to be. Anyone else have this game? Let me know if yours is in a crappy case as well. It doesn't even sit right, so that'll be getting changed. Anyway, so that was that deal. Then I came across these two. These, obviously, every deal was a different day. These are, I think, the most expensive ones I've got here, or on par with. So these were the only two I bought that were different prices. So one was 20 and one was 15. I couldn't find another £20 game to even out there, the buy one get one free, so I just went for the next highest one I could find. These are both PS3 games, and they are both classic HD compilations. One I've never seen or heard of before, and one which I had my eye on. So we'll do that first. So this was up at 20 quid, and I think in CX it's still like £22 by itself. So yeah, I mean, technically I paid 20 quid, so these are a tenner each, so still good price. It is the Ratchet and Clank trilogy. I think I only have the first one on the PS2, and I've not played any of them yet. I've got loads on the PS3. If you see my PS3 collection, you'll know. I think I've got all of them, so I just needed the trilogy to kind of complete that, and I could play this first, start off the whatever story there is, and just go through them in order, which is what I like to do, and I'll probably sit and just binge all of them in one go. So as obviously it's the trilogy, it's got the first 3 Ratchet and Clank games, full trophy support, so I'm liking my trophies at the minute, although I prefer my achievements. And you can actually play it in 3D as well, that's pretty cool. So yeah, the Ratchet and Clank trilogy, and it does have its manual. You did still get a manual with that. So yeah, not a bad price. A tenner when CX is selling it for 22. So glad I got that. And the one I got with it, this was £15, or free, or a tenner, however you want to look at it. A series of games which apparently is on the PS2. I'd not heard of before or seen. I've never seen this edition before. Classics HD, the Sly trilogy. So it is Sly Raccoon, I think his name is. So the first 3 games, again playable in 3D, has trophy support for all 3 games. So we've got 3 Cunning Classics and 1 Blu-ray disc, Sly Raccoon 2, Band of Thieves, and Sly Raccoon 3, Honor Among Thieves. Seem to recognise them titles. Charted. So it says includes extra mini games for your motion controller as well. So that actually has a separate listing on the trophies, one for the trilogy and one for the mini games. Short in my throat. So yeah, it is complete. I have given it a little go. The first game actually seems pretty good. So kind of third-person platformer. You play as Sly Raccoon, who's a kind of a burglar, who's going to steal various things, I guess trinkets and what have you. He has a team behind him, which are these guys here, the turtle and whatever the hell that other guy is, hippo maybe. But yeah, the graphics are really nice on it, really bright, almost cel shaded. Yeah, as its platforming elements, like I say, breaking into places, into a, I think they start off by breaking into a police station to find some kind of documents. But yeah, that seemed really good, so I'm actually looking forward to playing that. If you've played it, either on the PS2 or this, let me know what you thought of it. Are they good games? It seems alright, so yeah, looking forward to playing it. We will give that a go. Not bad for free or a tenner. Yeah, bargain on that. Then we have our next deal. These were a £5 a piece, so ended up at £2.50 each. We have a PS3 game and a 360 game. We'll do the 360 game first. It's a game my missus has on the One. Really enjoy playing it. It's actually quite a lot of fun. So I've seen this for the 360, thought I'd pick it up as well for the collection and go through it. I'm pretty sure the online is still playable, so I can still play it. But it is Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare. So the first one, the second one didn't come out on 360. It was just Xbox One. Again, if you can say manual, it has its slip of paper with contents on it containing nothing. Yeah, almost pointless on that. But yeah, really fun game in the Plants vs Zombies world. Bit like I suppose like a Call of Duty multiplayer. Each character having abilities and whatever, and the first-person shooter basically. It's more the third-person shooter, because you can actually see your character, I think, on there, and you can obviously play as plants or as zombies. And yeah, actually a lot of fun on them games, worth giving a go. Then a game I knew absolutely nothing about, never seen it before. I was struggling to find another £5 title, but then I come across this. I thought I'll give that a go. It's a couple of quid, it's free, whatever. It looks interesting on the pictures. Couldn't read anything about it because the back is all in foreign. I think in Russian. But yeah, for the PS3 is a little platformer, 2D side-scrolling platformer game. Teslagrad, yeah. But yeah, I've just been playing it. It does have its manual. It doesn't say anywhere PAL, but obviously it works. The PS3 is like region 3. But I can show you like 2 screenshots on the bottom there. And this little blue whirligig thing is you can get abilities and it fly up. I've just got to a point where I've now got this kind of gauntlet, and you can punch either red or blue blocks to make them move and change and do various things. I guess it's more puzzle based later on. I've not got very far in it, like literally just gave it a quick blast and test just so I could have an idea of what it is. But yeah, it's a side-scrolling platformer. I'm guessing quite heavily puzzle-based. Brief story that I've got so far, because there's no speech in it. There's music, and it's all very visual of what's going on. There's some guy carries a baby to a house. Many years pass, and then it looks like a load of Russians are attacking this village, and the baby, you are now a boy, a young lad, which is this guy here, escapes the house and is trying to escape all these guys who are, for some reason, trying to capture him. And yeah, he comes across this gauntlet which gives him these powers to progress. But I've just got to this church. It's literally right at the beginning. But yeah, it seems alright. Puzzle platformer game. If anybody else has played this or know anything about it, please let me know, because I literally know nothing about it. But saying I got it for free or for $2.50 seems alright, so I will be giving that a go. But for any trophy hunters out there, it does not contain trophies. There's no trophy list, so that's the only downside to it if you are a trophy hunter. Then I did actually, and on my next trip, as I was having a better look through the games, I did find another 2 £5 games. One I have been after or wanted to pick up. After I picked this up, I did remember there was a kind of a collector's edition, which I have come across before, but I'm not too fussed. This first game, they're both PS3 games. This first game, I remember it was around £15 for ages. I think it has come down quite a bit now to around maybe the £8 mark, or even down to the £5 mark. So like I said, these are marked up at a £5, so $2.50 each. The first one is the Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 remix. I know this has been remixed again for the PS4. So this one contains the Kingdom Hearts Final Mix, which is the first Kingdom Hearts game. It says released for the first time outside Japan, so it's got some kind of extras and that with it. It also has Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories, a card-based battle gameplay, and Kingdom Hearts 358/2 Days HD Remastered Cinematics on that one. And I think them last two are DS games. The last one definitely is DS game, I've seen it. But yeah, I was playing this on the PS2 and then stopped for whatever reason, so I've not actually finished the Kingdom Hearts games. So we'll be giving this a go and hopefully getting back into it. It does have its manual and some other slips of paper like the Square members code. This one actually came with a receipt as well. I know a few people like finding receipts in the games and keeping them. I think Retro Bear does. So this was actually from Granger Games in Derby. So when was this purchased? It was purchased new for £15. Can't find a date on it. It's normally at the top. Date, here we are, in 4th of the 4th, 2014 is that one. I do like finding receipts, but I don't keep them. That will be thrown, I'm afraid. Because it's going in my collection anyway, it won't be sold on or anything. So there's our first one, the first remix. I'll look out for the second one. And hopefully actually get on to finishing that Kingdom Hearts game. I have quite a few Kingdom Hearts games now. I've played them all, but not finished any of them or put any actual real time into them. So I need to do that. And the one we got with the deal, I overlooked this at first because I thought it was just, because it was all the Tomb Raiders. So I thought this was just the Tomb Raider, but then looking properly, it was the Tomb Raider Trilogy HD classic set. There is loads of these classics compilations on the PS3, and that's something the PS3 does do really well, is these compilation discs. So this contains, obviously, a trilogy. It has 3 Tomb Raider games. It has Tomb Raider Legend, Underworld, and Anniversary. Remastered in high definition. Exclusive bonus content on there as well. So on the back it does say Tomb Raider Legend and Anniversary Remastered for HD resolution. New PlayStation Network trophies. That is for all 3 games. They all have their own list. Avatars for PlayStation Home and Theme Pack, which is on the disc. So as soon as you load your disc in, you can download them straight to your PS3, which I've done, so that was quite nice. And 30 minutes of a bonus video. So each game has dev diaries for each game, talking about obviously the game and the making of and whatever, which is quite a nice thing to have. I love the Tomb Raider series, absolutely love it, so I was well happy to pick this up. It does have its manual and the Square Enix member code at the back of it. I just gave this a quick go as well. I played all 3 games. The Legend and the Anniversary, I would say, haven't aged amazingly, and I don't know if they look that good in the HD. I don't know, it looks a bit almost off. The Legend game I was actually a little bit disappointed with playing it. It came out on every system. I've got it on the Xbox, on the 360. It even came out on the PSP. It's a really easy game, really short, really fast. But the story was quite intriguing on it. They had changed it up a little bit with Laura's past, and then it continued into Underworld. Underworld I thought was a fantastic game. I loved that back in the day. I can't remember much about it now after finishing it. Finished it back when it came out. So really interested in playing through that again. I know there's some motorbike sections on it where you drive around on a motorbike. But I remember that being really good. Anniversary as well. I was happy that they remade the first Tomb Raider, gave it the upgraded graphics. Although it was quite different. There was a lot of differences about it. And I think it did take away some of the, I don't know, the feeling of the game almost. Some of the nuance, I suppose. I'm not sure. But it was alright. It was a more almost dulled down version of the game. Although it does have some hard trophies. Basically got to complete the game without dying at all. But yeah, Tomb Raider Trilogy. Well happy to get that and go through them games again. Anyway, at some point. I do like the Tomb Raider. So, the last 2 games we come to, I picked these up literally just, was it not yesterday, day before. So I only had these a couple of days. These were a tenner each. One of them was in a glass cabinet. And I did say to the guy, oh, while the deal's on, will that be in the deal? And he's like, yeah, go on now. Because I'd been buying so many, going every day. It's like, for you can have it, like, in the deal. So like, that's great. I'll pick it up when I've not got so much to carry and whatever. So I picked these up the other day. These were a tenner each. Again, great deal on the second one. However, I was looking at this, days before and checking over it, and it was fine. But then when I went in to pick it up, I think someone had already bought it, and then obviously all their duplicates they have behind the counter, and then when they sell, they bring more out. And obviously that had happened with this game because this wasn't the one I was looking at. Both 360 games, like I say, a tenner each, so a £5 each was an absolute steal for these games again. So we have The Amazing Spider-Man 2. So I got the first one, playing through it, seemed alright. So I picked up the second one. However, this one didn't have the manual in it. And I'm sure it has a manual, because when I was looking at it before, I'm pretty sure there was a manual in there. It's also in a case that has the 2 on it for the 2 discs. And it's not a 2-disc game, it can't be. So yeah, it's definitely a different copy than the one I was looking at. So I've got a 2-disc case though, which is pretty cool. I'll make use of that, so I'll swap it out for a normal version and try and get a manual for that. I have recently found quite a few manuals for the games that I was needing. So I've got a few of them back in the collection. However, now I have another game that I need to find a manual for. I picked it up because it was the last copy they had of that, and I wanted it with this, like I say, the deal 2 for a tenner. And like I say, it's quite an expensive game anyway. I think it's easily that or more. Still at CX, maybe about 12 quid. So I picked it up anyway. I could find a manual for it. It's another Spider-Man game. It's supposed to be good. On the back, it follows loosely, I think, the movie. So it's got Electro on there. Well, it's got Kraven the Hunter as well, which is quite interesting. Kingpin. Battle all new villains from both the movie and the Spider-Man universes. So it's a bit of a mix. Go beyond the film in a unique story where Spider-Man discovers he's not the only one tracking down New York City's criminals. Okay, cool. Give you a little shot there of the back, a few screenshots. But yeah, that completes the Spider-Man, or the Amazing Spider-Man games. There's still quite a few Spider-Man games I do need, and they do hold the price like really well. They're mostly around the £15 mark, the Spider-Man games, so keeping an eye out for them. Time are we on? I think we're still alright to get through this last one before it cuts out again. So, the one that was in the cabinet, it's been there for years. I've always had my eye on it, and I kept waiting. It was up a bit more, but it'd been knocked down to a tenner, and I got it in the buy one get one free. So, a £5 for this. After getting it out, it was in a little worse condition than I was expecting, but for the price I paid, it was, you know, I had to pick it up. It is a collector's edition of Sniper Ghost Warrior 2. Now, unfortunately, I think there are 2 things missing from it. One which I suppose isn't too bad, and one which I think I can get. So, there's another reason I got it. So, there's our box with some content. So, just say bonus content on there that you're supposed to get with it, which is some weapons and exclusive multiplayer characters. I'm guessing that was a code. Unfortunately, that's one of the things missing. There is no code in there, so I don't know if it's on the disc or not. So it might not be missing. I've not had a proper look yet. And the other stuff that should be in the edition, so soundtrack, art book, a sniper one shot one kill book, and the steelbook copy of the game, and then some screenshots. Not actually played this one yet. I've played the first one, quite enjoyed it. Do like my sniper games, so we'll be giving it a go. Now, I've already took the bits out, so it came in a little cardboard slippy thing. Unfortunately, the other thing, the main thing that was missing is the thing I kind of wanted the most, but is the thing I think I can get, and that is the steelbook. The steelbook wasn't there. I almost didn't take it, but then I thought, you know what, it's a £5. The game alone on its own usually sells for about a £5. To get the steelbook and everything else that's in there, I just had to pick it up. Everything else is in really good condition, and because it has everything else, I would imagine be the harder things to find if it wasn't complete. So anyway, the limited edition, or the limited edition of the game in the normal case, complete with the manual. But like I say, there is no extra codes in there, so they're either missing or on the disc. The disc doesn't say limited edition, so I think it's probably a standard disc. Now it does have the soundtrack, and that is still cellophane sealed. That has never been opened. This also was covered in game stickers, so it had been to game before. So this has been around. Like, people have bought it, and still no one has opened the soundtrack. So to have that still sealed is quite a feat, I think. There's some songs if you're interested. I don't know, I might keep that sealed actually. The book, the little book of Sniper One Shot One Kill. And these are in fantastic condition. Like, these have never been opened. So people have bought it again and again. And just no one's looked at this stuff. It's, yeah, a nice little sniper book. And again, the art book, which is in fantastic condition. Let's pick some random pages for you to have a quick gander at. We've got, obviously, locations. I did have a quick flip through it. We've got character models, and there's weapon models and all kinds of stuff in there with all the weapons. But that's in fantastic condition because it had everything else. It's like, if one of these books was missing, they would be a hell of a lot harder to find than the steelbook. I have seen the steelbook before, so hopefully I can find it again. The only other thing is the thing that sits in is a little bit damaged. It's a bit ripped. So yeah, it's not in the absolute best condition. But I don't come across this edition very often, or even at all. So just had to pick it up for, what, £5. Like I say, which is the price the normal version goes for. And it's quite a actually small, compact collector's edition, so that I will be able to put somewhere and, yeah, get out of the way, unlike some of these massive boxes that are sitting here. I am still sorting the room out. There has been progress. There's been some stuff boxed up and put away. Other stuff moved around a bit, made space to get stuff off the floor. As Lewis could probably tell you, it was an absolute state in here, but it's being sorted. And we are getting there. Progress is being made. So, that is all the pickups for this month, I guess. I don't know, I'm thinking about doing pickups videos just monthly based now, maybe. And just get to the end of the month and say, this is what I got this month. I don't know. I suppose it depends what I get. It's quite hard to judge a pickups video, because when you, like myself, who only buys things on what they find in the wild, you never know what you're going to get. So, yeah, sometimes you get a lot of stuff, sometimes nothing. You could probably even go a couple of months without finding anything. So we'll see, we'll just that by ear. I do have some other different content planned, which will be coming in the next, hopefully, few weeks. So hopefully you enjoy that as well. I know it's all been last gen stuff again, other than the Xbox title, but it's just such a good time to buy these games now, especially when you get deals like this. To buy one get one free just makes them insanely cheap. To collect for these systems now is the time. If you like your PS3 or 360, jump on it. Get them now while you can. Yeah, get some great bargains, some great games at cheap prices. Great way to build a collection as well. Nice and cheap. So, yeah, that's what we're doing at the minute, while there's no events on until March, when that all kicks back off. So it'll probably be this kind of stuff until I get to another CX and use that credit to hopefully find some more of the retro stuff. While I've just bought up events, I don't think I said in my last video, but it's been confirmed now. Well, there we go. I was even looking at it at the time and didn't notice. So, yeah, event-wise, I'm definitely going Doncaster, and I'm definitely going to Revival. Now, I'm not 100% sure yet if I'm going one day or both days for Revival. The missus and I are both off for the whole week, so we'll be doing both, like I say. We're going a trip down to Doncaster on the first week, and then Revival, we're not decided if we're just going to go down for one of the days or both yet. We don't know, but we'll be there for at least one of them. The Arcade Club meetup in Leeds, which is the end of March, I can't go. I won't be there. I tried to book it off work, but that weekend just has too many people already booked off, so she can't give me the time off. So I won't be going to the Arcade Club meetup, unless for whatever reason I'm randomly rotated a day off on one of them days. If I might try and get down for one day if I'm off. But at the minute, definitely not going because I can't get the time off. So I don't know what I'm working yet. Yeah, so unfortunately I can't make that. Absolutely gutted, because I love Arcade Club. I've been to the one in Leeds previously before, not long ago, and it's fantastic. I'd love to be there again and to meet all you guys. It is absolutely gutting. Like, I can't be there. But I'll see you hopefully at other events, and later in the year we'll probably get around to going to one of the arcade clubs, either one again at some point as well. And I can meet you there. At some point, me and the missus will probably take a trip down and go down and enjoy ourselves one day. Because it is a fantastic place. So anyone who is going, it hasn't been before, you will enjoy it. It is a great place. Anyway, I think we've rambled on long enough. We've done all the pickups for this time. So let me know what you thought. Some pretty good deals. Let me know about them games, if you played them, whatever, in the comments. And I will be checking my comment feed thing to make sure that I do find all the comments and reply to you guys. So take it easy, and we'll see you in a video soon. Take care. Catch you later.